You know you're in for an all-time classic race when the sun goes down and the lights turn on. You know you're at a track with rich legacy when you have names like Johnson, Earnhardt, Petty, and Gordon on the trophy. You know it's an historic race when all 32 Pistain Cup Series drivers want to become the first ever winners of the series. If you know all that, then you know we're at the Daytona 500, and it's coming up right after this.
Kevin James.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
If you want to learn more about the drivers, I recommend watching the preview video. It's the first video in the playlist of this series. But now, it's finally time for the Daytona 500. Olaf on the inside and Sergio Bell on the outside, leading us to the green flag at the Daytona 500. Sergio Bell already with a great restart, and now he's into the lead. So far, only the middle and top lanes are being used, but there's a small third lane in the bottom of the track forming here. And as we're going through turn 1, it seems like Olaf is gaining the lead again. And now Phil Swift in the 89 car is just all alone in that middle lane right now. They're already going 3 wide towards the back of the field. And now we're seeing race leader Olaf switching to the top lane here. We'll see if that move works out for him. Oh, and the Rock is already going to try and make it 3 wide here on lap 1. It's 3 wide for the lead on lap 1. Are you fucking serious? We're already seeing great racing here for the lead. Olaf on the top lane, Yenner in the middle lane, and the Rock on the bottom lane. They're coming to the line. Who's going to lead the first ever lap of the Pistain Cup Series? It seems like it's going to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. What an amazing first lap of the race. As we see EDP pushing the Rock into the lead right now, those two are first and second now in the race. Sergio Bell has fallen from the lead of this race to 6th in 1 lap. Oh, and the Rock's going to switch to the middle lane, and the EDP is going with them. These two are not teammates, but they're acting like it right now. The Rock is actually kind of starting to pull away from the rest of the field here, and EDP is kind of blocking all the lanes right now. He's trying to pick which lane to drive in. It's now going to be a battle for second as the Rock is starting to pull away from the rest of the field here. It's now 3 wide for second. Trump's now in the bottom lane, EDP's on the top lane, and Gregos is in the middle lane. The Rock's now led both laps of the Daytona 500 so far. Trump has now entered into the top 5, but still, it's just a 3 wide battle for second place. The Rock is still way ahead of the rest of the field. Right now, Ryan Gosling has entered the top 10. That's great news for the Zoa Energy team. 2 cars in the top 10, with one of them leading the race. So far, it's been a very dominant race for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Very clean race, 3 wide racing. I think the entire field is still together. I think Joe Biden is currently last in the field right now. Everyone still has a draft to the lead pack. That middle lane is starting to pull away from the rest of the field. That top lane is certainly the slowest lane currently. We'll see if that changes at all. Well, apparently Gregos and the Stig don't believe that, as now they're moving to the top lane. Trump's now moving to the middle lane, and now McQueen is leading the inside lane. Onto lap 4, the Rock has still been the only driver to lead during the Daytona 500. But his lead is certainly slowing down as Gregos is right behind him now. Lightning McQueen started this race in 21st, and now he's in the top 3 in only 4 laps. That's incredible effort by McQueen, who's come out of nowhere to battle the leaders. The Rock goes to the top lane to block Gregos, which gives an opportunity to Lightning McQueen. McQueen really needs the help of Ryan Gosling to pass the Rock, but I don't think Ryan Gosling is going to help him because the Rock and Ryan Gosling are teammates. 3 wide for 4th place right now. Homelander in the bottom lane, Ryan Gosling in the middle, Trump in the top lane. But now McQueen's finally going to give the Rock a challenger for the lead here. Will we finally get a different driver to lead a lap in the Daytona 500? No, we will not. The Rock is still leading. But McQueen is still determined to lead. And now, Lightning McQueen will pass the Rock in turn 1, new leader. But McQueen might not have it for long. The Homelander is trying to pass him for the lead. The Rock has fallen from 1st to 5th in 1 turn. Lightning McQueen is the only Dodge in the series, and he's leading the Daytona 500. But his team owner, Homelander, has other ideas. There's going to be a battle for Team USA Racing for 1st and 2nd. Right as I say that, Ryan Gosling has entered the battle for the lead, 3 wide for the lead. we will have a new driver lead a lap in the Daytona 500. The question is, who is that going to be? It will be Homelander by a nose. 3 wide for the lead. And oh my god, Saul Goodman and Antonio Brown on the apron. And Saul Goodman's going to dump Antonio Brown on the apron. Do we have beef here? And oh my god, Saul Goodman has wrecked multiple drivers in one lap. This is going to be a caution. Some damage for Michael Schumacher. And Ryan Reynolds is fucking dead. Oh my. Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it. I don't think Ryan Reynolds is going to make it through this race. Let's check the replay. Keep your eyes open on the white 67 car of Saul Goodman and the yellow 84 car of Antonio Brown. It's 4 wide for 4th place. AB is trying to find some room and Saul Goodman says, nah, fuck that shit. Dumps Antonio Brown. And then he tries to get back on the racing track, bumps into like 5 drivers at once, and kills Ryan Reynolds. Multiple drivers are in the pits for damage. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Fuck you, Baltimore!
If you're dumb enough to buy a new car this weekend,
You're a big enough schmuck to come to Big Bill Hell's Cars!
bad deal,
Cars that break down!
thieves,
If you think you're gonna find a bargain at Big Bill,
you can kiss my ass.
it's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker.
You'll fall for this bullshit.
Guaranteed.
If you find a better deal,
Shove it up your ugly ass!
you heard us right.
Shove it up your ugly ass!
Bring your tray.
Bring your title!
Bring your wife.
We'll fuck her!
That's right, we'll fuck your wife.
Because at Big Bill Hell,
You're fucked 6 ways from Sunday.
take a hike
to Big Bill Hell.
home of challenge pissing!
That's right.
Challenge pissing!
How does it work?
If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet,
You get no down payment.
don't wait!
Don't delay.
Don't fuck with us or we'll rip your nuts off!
Only at Big Bill Hell.
The only dealer that tells you to fuck off!
Hurry up, asshole.
This event ends the minute after you write us a check!
And it better not bounce or you're a dead motherfucker.
Go to hell!
Big Bill Hell's Cars.
Baltimore's filthiest
And exclusive home of the meanest sons of bitches in the state of Maryland.
guaranteed!
If you look at the bottom right of the screen, you'll see all the drivers involved. The 67 of Saul Goodman, 84 of Antonio Brown, 46 of Joe Biden, 3 of Schumacher, 10 James May, 39 Lewis Park, and our only DNF tonight, the 74 Ryan Reynolds, as we go back to the green. That wreck happened on lap 6. We're now on lap 11 of this race. Does that early wreck change the strategies of these teams? And will these drivers drive a little more cautiously now? So far I would say they are, because they're all just racing at one lane. We're starting to see the drivers pick their lanes here. Big D Randy in that gray and red Red Bull car goes to the inside lane. Ryan Gosling in that 47 red, white, and blue car goes to the top lane. McQueen goes to the bottom lane, while The Rock and Homelander are just trying to pull away from the rest of the field here. Right now, it's Homelander first, The Rock second, McQueen third, Big D Randy fourth, Ryan Gosling 5th, Malik in 6th, Trump in 7th, Greg Olson 8th. Those are our top 8 drivers right now. They're all visible on your screen. Right now, Homelander is in first. The Rock and McQueen are trying to pass him. There's not really one big pack here. They're all kind of separated from each other. As we see the field come down off of turn 4, and now we head to lap 12 of this race, and Homelander is still in first. McQueen and Homelander are trying to pull away from the field while it's 3 wide for 3rd place between Malik, Big D Randy, and The Rock. On the inside lane, the Polish Orlean racing teammates Malik and Gregos are working together to get into 3rd place. We're starting to see the whole field come together here, except for McQueen and Homelander, who are pulling away from the rest of the field. Will we see McQueen make a move for the lead, or will they try to work together to separate themselves from the rest of the field? And there's the move for the lead. It's Homelander and McQueen trying to battle each other for the lead of the Daytona 500. McQueen trying to lead his first lap of the race. It's going to be neck and neck, but Homelander gets it by a nose. McQueen and Homelander side by side. It's only a matter of time until McQueen passes him for the lead. And there it is. McQueen is in the lead. Now the question is, can he hold on the lead before they come back to the start-finish line? We're starting to see a pack of about 11 cars pull away from the rest of the field. There's now about 3 packs of cars. The top 11 are in the first pack. 12th to 29th are battling for the second pack. And Joe Biden and Captain Fatfuck are battling for the last place. But now it's 3 wide for the lead. McQueen on the top lane, Malik in the middle lane, and Gustavo Fring in the bottom lane. Gustavo Fring started this race in 30th place, and now he's battling for the lead at Daytona. The top 3 have all never led a lap before. Who will get to the line first? It's going to be Malik. Now we see how far away that lead pack is from the second pack. I think those two cars in the back might have damage. Maybe that's why they're so slow compared to everybody else. But now Gustavo Fring is getting into the lead. Like I said earlier, he started this race in 30th place out of 32 drivers, and now he's leading the Daytona 500. He moves up to the middle lane. Can he do it? Crosshair Imperial in that 48 car on the bottom lane. He started this race at 26, and he's also trying to battle for the lead with Gustavo Fring. If you look to the right of the screen, the yellow and blue Red Bull car of Sergio Bell and the red Flex Steel car of Phil Swift had caught this lead pack and are now in their draft, and now the entire second pack is starting to catch up to this lead pack. Gustavo Fring from 30th place to leading the Daytona 500. We had two drivers in Crosshair Imperial and Gustavo Fring. They have come all the way back on the back of the field to now battling for first place. And now the 48 of Crosshair Imperial is leading the Daytona 500. But I don't think it's going to last very long as Gustavo Fring barreling down the backstretch, and I think he is retaking the lead of this race. Gustavo Fring with a massive lead. That top lane is cooking right now. But now, Gustavo Fring and Malik are moving to the middle lane. They are pulling away from the rest of the field. Gustavo Fring and Malik are not teammates. They don't even have the same manufacturer. They're working together to pull themselves away from the rest of the field. We're heading to lap 16. We're now halfway done with the Daytona 500, and Gustavo Fring still leads. No one is catching up to these two lead drivers who are just working together, trying to get themselves away from the rest of the field. This might be the biggest lead of the race so far. McQueen is moving from the top lane to the middle lane. He's now trying to catch these lead two drivers. McQueen is trying to get his name into the mix here. It's now going to be a three-way battle for the lead here. The entire field about to come to the 17th lap of the race. We're about to be over halfway done with the Daytona 500. Gustavo Fring leads his third lap of the race. McQueen and Malik are battling for second place. Gustavo Fring with a massive lead here. Can the Shit Cup veteran win the Daytona 500? Homelander is now making a pass for third place. Now he's trying to pass second place to McQueen. Homelander is battling McQueen for second. He's gone from fourth to second in one corner. But as soon as I said that, McQueen has taken back second place. Homelander is back in third place. Gustavo Fring and McQueen move to the middle lane. So does Homelander. So does The Rock. My voice is getting tired, and it's only lap 17. The Rock decides to move back into the inside lane. It's 3 wide for fourth place, and it's going to be Gustavo Fring, McQueen, and Homelander first, second, and third as we head to lap 18. McQueen moves to the bottom lane. He's battling Gustavo Fring for the lead. McQueen hasn't led a single lap all day. He's always gotten to first place in turns 1 and 2, but then he chokes it in turns 3 and 4. He's trying to finally lead the lap when they cross the start-finish line. Lightning McQueen with his team owner and teammate Homelander behind him, trying to get him to the lead. Through turns 3 and 4, can McQueen finally not choke a lap? Coming off of turn 4, McQueen decides to move to the top lane and abandon his teammate in Homelander. Is this a strategy? And McQueen is going to finally lead the lap at Daytona. Is this a strategy from Team USA Racing that their two drivers speed the front car in the 2 lanes? And it's now 3 wide. Homelander, McQueen, and now Soldier Boy on the inside lane are battling for the lead. The 2 superheroes, Homelander and Soldier Boy, trying to prove he's the best here. I'm sure all the fans who've seen The Boys are going crazy right now. I won't spoil The Boys for anyone who hasn't watched it, but let's just say Homelander and Soldier Boy have some history. Soldier Boy started this race in 24th. Now he's battling with Homelander for the lead of the Daytona 500. Homelander moves to the top lane here. Soldier Boy moves up to the middle lane. We're going to lap 20 of this race, and it's between 2 fierce rivals. And Soldier Boy just barely beats Homelander for the lead. They're still side by side. Heading into turn 1, Gustavo Fring and Lightning McQueen, who were battling for a lead, are now battling with the Stig for third place. Coming off of turn 4, onto the backstretch, and I see a lapped car over there. I don't know which driver it is, but this lead pack is about to pass the lapped car. Homelander is now firmly in the lead here. They're now exiting turn 4. The question still remains, When are they gonna get to that lapped car? And who is this lapped car that they're about to pass? Oh, it's Michael Schumacher. If you remember, when Saul Goodman came back on the track after dumping Antonio Brown, he wrecked Ryan Reynolds. And Schumacher tried to brake, but it wasn't enough, and he hit Ryan Reynolds, and his hood came off. So now Schumacher has massive damage from that wreck, and so he's very slow. Whichever lane he gets in, he's going to slow down because he's just so damn slow now. So none of these lead cars are going to want to be behind Schumacher as they put him a lap down. Homelander is slowly catching up to this left car, along with the rest of the field. The entire field is going to try to avoid Schumacher here. They're going to have to pick their path to get past him. Homelander is the first one to do so. Schumacher is now officially lapped down. And now Schumacher is going up to the top lane. And now you see the speed difference between the bottom two lanes and the top lanes now that Schumacher is slowing them down. Oh, they're dropping like rots. Gustavo Fring was third before Schumacher came. And now he's going to fall all the way to the back of the field. McQueen fell from second to fourth place, and now the Stig is up to third. Soldier Boy's up to second, and Homelander's leading this race. Oh, there's a wreck! There's a wreck! There's a wreck! They're wrecking. Ryan Gosling is in the wreck. Big D Randy involved. Oh, he saved it. He saved the wreck. He's still going, and Malik is also in that wreck. And how you see Joe Biden and Antonio Brown. They really needed that wreck. James May, Saul Goodman, and Lewis Park also needed that wreck. You see them in the back there. Now you see Homelander and Soldier Boy battling for first. Whoever crosses the line will lead under the caution period. Whoever gets to the line first is going to get a massive advantage on the restart after the caution. Soldier Boy, Homelander battling for the lead, and now Walter White is coming in the third lane, and it's going to be Homelander leading. And the caution is now out. Let's look at the replay. The 39 Gregos comes down, it hits Ryan Gosling, which he then hits Captain Fatfuck, and he spins him all the way up to the wall, collecting Big D, Randy, and Malik. There's a white 39 car of Gregos and the red and white and blue car of Ryan Gosling. Gosling tries to go to the middle lane, and then Gregos has a late block which pushes Gosling into Captain Fatfuck, spins him into Big D, Randy, and Malik. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Oh, look at Kyle Busch out there.
Yeah, he is all over the track.
I mean, what has gotten into him today?
Oh, that cannot be good.
Oh, unbelievable.
Whoa, look out.
Wait a minute. Is Kyle in reverse?
Yeah, you don't see that every day. Okay, that is bad,
man.
bad driving.
Oh, this is not like Kyle at all.
Are we winning?
I thought you were looking.
M&M's makes race day more fun.
What is Kyle thinking?
And welcome back to the Daytona 500. If you look at the bottom right of the screen, you'll see the cars involved. 39 Gregos, 47 Ryan Gosling, 07 Captain Fatfuck, 20 Big D Randy, number 14 Malik. No one DNF from that wreck, which means Ryan Reynolds is the only person who has wrecked out of Daytona so far. But anyways, here we go on the restart. Homelander leads it with 6 laps to go. Homelander has already clinched the extra point bonus for leading the most laps because he led under both cautions. Our top 10 right now: Homelander, Soldier Boy, Walter White, The Stig, Phil Swift, Sergio Bell and McQueen, EDP, Dylan Elliott, and Jeremy Clarkson. It's currently 11:30 on a school night, so I might sound tired here. Soldier Boy is moving to the bottom lane, trying to pass Homelander, and Walter White's there to help him. No, he's not. They're going 3 wide. Walter White in the bottom lane, Soldier Boy in the middle lane, and Homelander in the top lane. There's 3 wide for the lead already. Walter White trying to lead his first lap of the race. It's going to be neck and neck coming to the line. Soldier Boy gets it by a nose. Remember, we don't have an overtime rule. So there's only 5 laps remaining. If there's a wreck, then the race is going to end under caution. 4 of the top 5 drivers have all led a lap so far in this race. The leaders are neck and neck here, coming off of turn 4, about to enter the backstretch. It's still Soldier Boy leading this race, but it's still anybody's race. The Queen, EDP, and Dylan Elliott on the bottom lane, forcing the field to go 3 wide. Now Soldier Boy is moving into the middle lane. It's going to be Soldier Boy and Homelander in first and second. Coming off of turn 4, it's now almost 4 laps to go. And as these laps wound down, the drivers are going to get more desperate, and it will become more likely that they'll get into a wreck. Walter White and Homelander are battling for second place. McQueen and the Stig battling for 4th. We're starting to see this lead pack go away from the rest of the field. No one's really challenging Soldier Boy yet for the lead, but here comes Walter White. Walter White is the one who knocks, and he's trying to knock on the door to the lead. He's trying to see if anyone's going to help him pass Soldier Boy here. Soldier Boy is going to move in the middle lane to the top lane, and now Homelander and Soldier Boy are working together. Soldier Boy is leading the top lane, Walter White's leading the middle lane, and EDP is leading the bottom lane. Soldier Boy has about a car length lead over Walter White. There's a three-way battle for third as Soldier Boy and Walter White try to distance themselves from the rest of the field. Speaking of distance, look at the distance between the first pack and the second pack, as Soldier Boy will lead us with 3 laps to go. Homelander and Sergio Bell are the only ones in the outside lane. Everyone else is in the bottom 2 lanes. It's getting pretty hectic here with 3 laps to go. It's 4 wide in the back. Oh, EDP and Dylan Elliott lose for a little bit, but they saved it. They almost just wrecked the whole field. Lightning McQueen moves up to second place. He passes Walter White. Soldier Boy still has a car length lead ahead of second place. It might honestly be 2 car lengths now. He's pulling away from the rest of the field. The Stig and that white number 1 Fanta car trying to help McQueen catch Soldier Boy. We're now coming off of turn 4. We're almost done with this race. Soldier Boy's loving this fight for second place as he's gonna get away from the rest of the field. It's 3 wide between the Stig, McQueen, and Walter White, and now Homelander's trying to enter this fight. Only 2 laps to go at the Daytona 500. McQueen's now firmly in second place, as now there's a 3-way battle for third. McQueen is trying to catch Soldier Boy. Honestly, all these top 7 drivers can all win the Daytona 500. It's getting very close. Crosshairs a little loose. If you're not in the top 7, I think it might be too late for you. But it's Daytona, anything can happen. And Homelander is going to abandon McQueen and go on the inside lane. He's trying to pass McQueen for second place instead of trying to work together to pass Soldier Boy. These top 3 are now way ahead from the rest of the field. It's Soldier Boy in first, Homelander in second, and McQueen in third as we're coming through turns 4. About to get to the final lap of the Daytona 500. The whole race has all come down to this one lap. Which of these 3 drivers will win the Daytona 500 as we go 1 lap to go. Yenner is now catching up to the top 3. It's now going to be a 4-way battle for the win. 4 more turns to go. Yenner and Homelander are working together. Now Yenner will pass McQueen for 3rd place. Soldier Boy first, Homelander second, Yenner in 3rd, and McQueen in 4th as we come to the backstretch. Dylan Elliott passing McQueen for 4th. And Homelander is right on Soldier Boy's tail. When will Homelander make his move for the lead? Coming into turn 3, and there he is. He moves to the inside lane. They're going to be neck and neck through turns 3 and 4. We're in for an all-time classic finish here. Who will become the first ever winner of the Pistain Cup Series? On to the final stretch of the race. It's Homelander and Soldier Boy, the 2 rivals, fighting each other to get into the history books. It's going to be Soldier Boy by a nose. Soldier Boy is the winner of the Daytona 500 and the first ever Pistain Cup Series winner. Let's join Soldier Boy's team radio. Soldier Boy, you won the Daytona 500. How do you feel?
What are you greasy sack of fucknuts doing in here?
It's fucking unprofessional!
If taking drugs is uncool, I'm the most uncool motherfucker on the planet. Fuck you.
As we see from these camera angles, Soldier Boy just barely beats Homelander to win the Daytona 500. Here's your finishing order. Soldier Boy in first, Homelander second, Yenner in third, Lightning McQueen in fourth, The Stig in fifth, Dylan Elliott in sixth, Walter White in seventh, EDP 455 in eighth, ninth, Jeremy Clarkson, 10th, Olaf, 11th, Von Raleigh, 12th, Donald Trump, 13th, Phil Swift, 14th, Crosshair Imperial, 15th, Sergio Bell, 16th, Nicolas Cage, 17th, Richard Hammond, 18th, Chrysler Chad, 19th, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, 20th, Joe Biden, 21, Captain Fatfuck, 22, James May, 23, Gregos, 24th, Antonio Brown, 25th, Gustavus Fring, 26th, Saul Goodman, 27th, Malik, 28th, Lewis Parker 36th, 29th, Ryan Gosling, 30th, Big D Randy, 31st, Schumacher, and he finished a lap down. And our only DNF tonight, Ryan Reynolds. Here's our last lead. Homelander led 15 laps because he led under both cautions, which gave him a massive advantage, and so he will get the bonus point today. Soldier Boy led 7 laps. The Rock led the first 4 laps of the race. Gustavo Fring led 4 laps. Malik led a lap, and Lightning McQueen led a lap. So 6 drivers led today. Here are the point standings after Daytona. Soldier Boy, 50 points. Homelander in second place with 46 points. He did get that 1 bonus point, so that's how he has 46. Yenner with 40 points. McQueen with 35 points. Stig with 30. Dylan Elliott with 26. Walter White with 25. EDP with 24. Jeremy Clarkson with 23. And Olaf in 22. Only the top 10 drivers make the playoffs. After this, you'll see how many points each driver is away from getting into the top 10. Von Riley just outside the top 10 in 11th. He has 21 points, followed by him, Trump with 20 points. Phil Swift with 19, Crosshair Imperial with 18, Sergio Bell with 17, Nicolas Cage with 16, Richard Hammond with 15, Crystal Chai with 14, The Rock with 13, and in 20th place, Joe Biden with 12 points. In 21st, Captain Fatfuck with 11 points. 22nd, James May with 10 points. 23rd, Gregos with 9. 24th, Antonio Brown with 8. 25th, Gustavo Fring with 7. 26th, Saul Goodman with 6. 27th, Malik with 5 points. Lewis Parks is 36th with 4 points. Ryan Gosling in 29th with 3 points. 30th, Big D Randy with 2 points. 31st, Michael Schumacher with 4 points. And dead last, the only DNF today, Ryan Reynolds with 0 points. In first place in the constructor standings, Team USA with 113 points. Great day for them. 2 drivers finished in the top 4, Homelander in first, McQueen in fourth. In second place, Crosshair Imperial Racing with 90 points. They can now say they have the first ever winner of the Piston Cup Series. In third place, with 80 points, Rose Sadie's. One of their drivers yet never finished in third place. In fourth place, Phantom Motorsports with 78 points. Their driver, the Stig, finished in the top 5. In fifth place, Big Dick Randy Racing with 69 points. Nice. In sixth place, Los Polos Hermanos Flexiol Racing with 57 points. In seventh place, Tax Evasion Racing with 35 points. Antonio Brown was dunked by Saul Goodman. Captain Fatfuck was inadvertently in a wreck late in the race. And Nicolas Cage was basically mid all day. Not a great day for them. In 8th place with 16 points is Zoa Energy. Just an unlucky day for them. The Rock was leading early, but then he fell all the way to 19th place. Ryan Gosling was also involved in a wreck late in the race. And Nicolas Cage was mid all day. And last place with 14 points is Polish Orlean Racing. Malik led a lap early, but then got inadvertently wrecked by his teammate Gregos late in the race.